Hello children, we will start the history first lesson, the French Revolution. In this lesson you are going to study about how the end of the monarchy government and what was the reason for the outbreak of the revolution in France. Condition of France before the French Revolution. This picture is of the Louis XVI. The French King Louis XVI. Louis XVI played a significant role in bringing about the revolution. Louis XVI was a pleasure-loving, extravagant ruler who believed in the divine right of kings. He was ignorant and indifferent to the condition of the poor. His wife Marie Antoinette constantly interfered in the administration. He squandered money and drove France into useless war, bringing the country to the verges of bankruptcy. France was a centralized monarchy. People had no share in decision making. Administration was disorganized, corrupt, and inefficient. The defective system of tax collection, whereby the burden was borne by the third estate, was oppressive and created discontent. At the time of Louis XVI, French society was divided into three estates. First estate, it consisted of clergymen and church fathers. The second estate, it consisted of landlords, men of nobles, and aristocrats. This is called as the first estate. It consisted of the clergymen and church fathers. The second estate, it consisted of landlords, men of noble birth, and aristocrats. Third estate, this is the third estate. Third estate consisted of manufacturer, businessmen, traders, professional, and the majority of common masses, the landless peasants, workers, servants, etc. The first two estate means these two, the clergy and the nobility constitute the privileged estate. They enjoyed exemption from paying redemption taxes to the state. They had political right and social status. These two estates. The third estate which constitute more than 90% of the population was the unprivileged section, which enjoyed no political rights and social status despite bearing the burden of taxes. Now we will see the role of the middle class in the French Revolution. The middle class constituted the educated and moneyed section of the third estate. Despite these, they enjoyed no political right or social status. The rational ideas of the French intellectual based on principles of freedom, equal laws, and opportunities for all inspired the middle class. They envisaged a society based on merit, not birth. The middle class provided the peasants and workers the vital leadership to help bring about change in the social and economic order. So this important role was played by the middle class in the French Revolution. Now we will see what are the social causes that lead to the French Revolution. The reason was that the division of society or the division of estate. This is French society based on feudal system was divided into three estates known as the Society of Estates. First estate consisted of the clergy and church fathers, and second estate consisted of the landlords, men of noble birth, and aristocrats. And the third estate consisted of businessmen, manufacturers, traders, professional, peasants, and workers, etc. Then what happened here? The whole burden was on the third estate. The members of the first two estates formed the privileged classes. They were exempted from paying taxes to the state. They had control over all the high ranking position in the army and the administration. Then the privileges of nobles. The nobles constituted the landed gentry. They enjoyed feudal privileges like feudal dues and services from the peasantry. And the wide gap between the people of different estates. Most of the people of the third estate were employed as laborers in workshop with a fixed wages. The wages failed to keep pace with the rise in prices of essential commodities, so the gap between the poor and the rich widened. And no political rights. Out of the total population, the first and the second estate, this first and the second estate, they share only the 2%. Though they formed a small fraction, yet they control the political and economic system. The peasant formed 90% of the population. Many were landless or did subsistence farming. Though free, their condition was no better than serfs. The heavy taxes, teeth, tally, feudal dues, indirect taxes, forced labor, coupled with a bad harvest, brought them on the brink of starvation. Businessmen and professionals among the third estate had access to education. Thus, even among the third estate, there were disparities. The third estate enjoyed no political rights and social status, while it bore the burden of the taxes. So, like these are the many reasons. Because of this, there was the outbreak of the revolution in the France. Now we will see the role of philosopher in the French Revolution. France in the 18th century had many revolutionary thinkers. Among them were Rousseau, Montesquieu and Diderot. Their revolutionary idea encouraged people to fight for their rights. They exposed the inefficiency of the monarch and his government and aroused the people to challenge authority. Voltaire attacked the Catholic Church. He believed man's destiny was in his own hands and not in heaven. His idea encouraged people to fight against the privileges and dominance of the church without guilt. John Locke propounded the ideas refuting the divinity and absolute right of monarch. This is John Locke. Montesquieu's philosophy outlined constitutional monarchy and division of powers. He believed all power should not be concentrated in one person's hand. Rousseau asserted the doctrine of democracy and popular sovereignty. He believed that government should be based on the consent of the governed. In his book Social Contract, he talks of a contract between the ruler and the ruled. Impiled in his writing was the belief that men had the right to change their government if they were not satisfied. Thus, the idea of the philosophers were a direct attack on privileges and feudal rights, which protected the upper classes. They helped rouse the people from inactivity and instill in them a desire to root out social inequalities and set up a government responsive to their needs. They played a vital role in focusing the discontent and bringing about the revolution. Now here we will see events leading to the formation of National Assembly. What are the events? Because of these, there was the formation of a National Assembly in France. The first and the main important reason is that there was the clashes. There was the clashes between the first, second and the third estate. Now we will see how the what are the events that lead to the formation of National Assembly? The National Assembly was formed on 20th June 1789 by representatives of the Third Estate. To raise new taxes, Louis XVI had convened the Estates General on May 5, 1789 at Versailles. All the three estates were represented. See, this meeting was there. All the three estates were there, and voting was to be conducted on the old principle, that is, each estate having one vote. The third estate, represented by its 600 educated and prosperous members, demanded voting be conducted by the assembly as a whole, where each member would have one vote. See here, the assembly was there, meeting was there. See these two pictures. Louis XVI rejection of the proposal led to a walk out by the Third Estate. The representatives regarded themselves as a spokesperson for the whole of France. On the tennis ground of Versailles, they declared themselves as a National Assembly.